Okay, let's do this thing. You know what? I'm late on this, but I'm gonna do this anyways. Listen, I've been feeling under the weather and not feeling so hot in the past few days, but I said I would come back and do this review because I just feel like coming back to do it. So let's get to it. This is the Impact Wrestling review. So let's get to this whole thing. We kicked off the show immediately backstage with the Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, basically talking to Scott D'Amore, saying they don't get the tag titles anymore. Maria is hurt. Vincent's in the hospital. They're going to sue Impact for the unsafe working environments and stuff. We'll burn it to the ground. But Scott D'Amore said, listen, I don't want to see you guys hurt or anything. And I understand what you guys really want. Okay, world class talents. You guys are a lot of things. Okay, but you got to grow up a little bit. And we just want to find some common ground. Plus, you'll never be in a bad position again. Which Taven, so that's all we ever wanted. We just wanted a little bit of honor. And, they took handshakes and everything. They did that. And listen, you guys are never going to be in this position again because you're fired. Okay, so pack up and leave after this. So this basically writes off the Kingdom. We already know the Kingdom is on AEW right now. So I kind of feel like AEW kind of undercut them in a way and whatnot. Given one thing is this, they kind of undercut them because we already knew the Kingdom was tag team champions by the time they showed up on AEW, and that just kind of spoiled it, saying they were going to lose the tag team titles in general. So we already know they're on AEW. It's just Impact had finally had a way to write them out, which now they're gone. So there you go. Next was the X Division title tournament, 16-man tournament. Since the X Division title is vacant, the tournament begins tonight with Trey Miguel and Alan Angels. It's the second time Alan Angels been, or third time Alan Angels been back in Impact. Really good though out there. Yes, he lost, but he lost really good in defeat, even kicking out of Trey's finisher and whatnot. But hell of an opener to kick off the show. Um, like I said about Alan Angels, he isn't that bad. It's just that Dark Order thing was holding him back, and he just became just a random number in the back that didn't mean nothing for a group that was never really that over. Okay, but he looks like he's in a better spot now. Why do I have a phone call every time I do a review? Yeah, I hate when I get interrupted during the review. It's always some doorbell that rings or a phone call, but it was a phone call this time. But as I was saying, though, like I said, a very good opener between both of these two. Like I said, Alan Angel's that bad out there, so good opening with him and Trey. Right after that, Chris Bay and Ace Austin came into play, basically looking for Bully Ray. Basically found him and Tommy Dreamer, wanted an apology for jumping Ace Austin last week. Bully said, listen, I apologize for taking a swipe, but I did not do this. I did not take him out. But yeah, he took an apology, apologized what's going on, but he said he did not do it. He said he was, tried to shake, Ace's hand, but Ace said, listen, man, you jumped me and you're a liar, okay? Bully says, I did not do this. I've turned a new leaf and everything. Maybe it was Moose, okay? But, Dreamer tried to break it up, and Chris Bay have a match later on tonight and whatnot. Bully said, hey, so I have my back and everything, but I didn't do this. I need you to assist me and all that stuff. But Dreamer says, listen, man, I'm trying to help you, okay? But I'm getting tired. I always got to keep defending you at the same time, also. So you got to say that you didn't do this, all right? Um, right after that, Giselle Shaw, Deon Purrazzo, and Chelsea Green talk about their 6-woman tag later on tonight. Tasha Steelz went against Rochelle Shield, I believe. Basically, Tasha Steelz took her out and got a microphone and said, like, no, this is disrespect right now. Why am I in the ring with some regular schmegular and whatnot, okay? I don't need to be facing the likes of that. It basically told your 5 minutes of fame are up. Savannah Evans got in the ring and attacked her then, which was ended up in a DQ. Tasha, saying that, that was the appetizer. Now you can have the main course. So Tasha and Savannah, guess he get tired of the disrespect after even Tasha losing to Killer Kelly not that long ago. Um, don't know where this is gonna go, but we'll see what happens. Um, Rhino and Slater were talking to the Mercy Machine Guns, talking about they wanted their tag title shot and everything. And it's just you can go tell them right now. Next thing you know, I guess they end up walking to the major players then, saying they want a title shot also. So Scott D'Amore says, all right, 1-on-1 tonight. It's gonna be Alex Shelley versus Matt Cardona. Okay, so there you go. Right after that, Chris Bay went against Tommy Dreamer. Good match out there. I know Moose got involved, even pulling Chris Bay's leg. Excuse for the cough right there. Yeah, pulling Chris Bay's leg throughout the match. Chris Bay thought it was Bully Ray out there. He ended up winning the match against Tommy Dreamer, hitting the art of finesse and whatnot. So yeah, Chris Bay got the win over Tommy Dreamer out there. Basically, Dreamer looking at Bully Ray and all them. Didn't even see Moose out there, but good match. No problem with that. Chris Bay getting the win, giving it the guy just signed a new contract anyways recently. It looks like they're going somewhere with Chris Bay right now, so we'll see what happens. Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer in the back, basically, trying to gain Ray's trust and everything. Tommy Dreamer, listen, you know, I trust they should be trusting him too, but Bully said, he's gonna beat down Moose the next time he gets involved and whatnot. Matt Cardona went against Alex Shelley. Very good match. I did enjoy this. A lot of cheating going on. Sorry about that. A lot of cheating going on with Myers and Cardona, trying to do what they can to get the win over Alex Shelley, which end up working. Like I said, it was a hell of a match out there. But Cardona ended up getting a win, hitting Shelley with the Myers hit Shelley with the digital media title, which Cardona rolled him up for the win. So he got the win right there. So very good singles match for both of these two. Josh Alexander and Rich Swann were talking in the back. Gail Kim came into play, basically talking about, listen, you know, Bully Ray. She had a lot to say about Bully Ray. It's positive, and one thing she learned from him is that you can't trust anybody in this business. Gail basically said, Billy told her not to trust anyone. All right. Next thing you know, Steve Macklin attacked Josh Alexander. Then security and Frank Kazarian got involved, which Kazarian and Josh, basically, got rid of. Steve Macklin as he backed off there with security. Cass said he's looking for his best interest right now. His insurance policy, his investment right here. And how about this, man? Overdraft coming up. How about we tag? All right, all right, like a tag match next week. He said. But yeah, it's hard doing this kind of sick. But tag match, they said, and whatnot. Who they said they were going against? I think Steve Macklin and somebody else in Moose next week. So was it Moose? I don't know who they said, but they said they made a tag match and stuff going into overdrive. So there you go. Joe Hendry came out singing his I Believe in Joe Hendry song, basically talking about Vegas and all that. He talked about now might be a man who has to go to his wife tell that he blew his money, his kids saving college fund, all that stuff, and gambling. But it's all gonna be okay because you got to see Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry and them going against Rod Singh. Joe Hendry got the win, so the singing thing is not bad with him. I know he's done this before, but like I said, maybe he was Impact the last time, but I want to see where this goes. Eric Young and Dieter we're talking to somebody, I guess. Maybe somebody in the yellow raincoat, but they said they're going to get Sammy Callahan next week. Eddie Edwards was there for a sit-down interview as they basically asked him, is honor no more, no more? And he said, yeah, it's no more. PCO forced him to do it. Scott D'Amore fired the Kingdom. Vince and Maria are hurt. Kenny King's doing his own thing, so there's nothing left to salvage. But as for Alicia, he wants to keep that private. But he would do it all again if he could. And they had a mission. They wanted to succeed. And basically, to light shine that they wanted more honor in the industry and no more honor in that industry because there was no honor anymore. And he's trying to fight the monsters in the industry, and that PCO is no monster. He's just a little bitch, as he said. So we'll see where that goes. Excuse me. What else? In the main event, we had Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, Giselle Shaw versus Mickie James, Taylor Wilder, and Jordan Grace. Very good main event. Very enjoyable. So, very good match to end off the show. End up with, was it Mickie James getting the win? Yeah, Mickie got the Mickie DDT on to Chelsea Green and won the match. So, like I said, very good match to end off the show from there. So, as the Mickey's last rodeo thing goes on, who will be her next opponent? I'm not sure. But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.